What do you think is going to be the impact of AI on the operations landscape? What do you think, how will the landscape change, or how will, is there anything that you think of today when you look at the new AI capabilities coming up? Any early ideas on how you think that will impact? How will solutioning change?
Right now, for instance, if you let's just go back to the hub manager example, right? Where you are a hub in charge, and I'm a hub in charge, right? I have like 2,000 shipments in this particular hub. I need to know which are the ones that need to be actioned right now, because either the customer's been waiting for a long time, or if I don't get it in the hands of the customer, I need to send it back to the seller, and the seller will then be waiting for a long time. So all of these have time time frames in which these tasks have to be accomplished, right? Or there's been some critical escalation and that needs to be dealt with. There are things that we do right now, which obviously we have to understand the patterns behind as product and tech people, right? And then bring those up to the surface for the hub manager to take action on. Now, I think with AI, like a bunch of this stuff can be automated, right? And it doesn't then need to depend on one person's analytical ability to say, this is the pattern that I've identified, right? Because that pattern identification, A, becomes automatic and B, becomes more accurate over time.
Yeah.
And that's what we need, right? As I was saying, people are busy, right? They need to, once they get their time from these fires that they're fighting, they want to know exactly these are the 10 things to do. Right? Yep. If you give them this elaborate thing saying, please figure out which are the 10 things that you have to do, then that's not helpful. I think AI can do a very good job in terms of surfacing, here are the top 10 actions that you need to do. Because from where you are right now, this is the best bang for the buck. That's how I'm looking at it.
Makes sense. Makes total sense. So, a lot of interesting points that you brought up about ops not having the time or the bandwidth to, for example, jump in, do analysis, figure things out. They want to know, what is my immediate action point, and they need to be, they have to enable systems that let them know what they need to act on at any given point of time, right? And that's exactly what Locale does, and you'll be integrating soon with Locale. I'd love to get your view on what intrigued you about Locale, and how do you think Locale will add value to make teams more proactive, and what is the importance of being proactive within the industry?
Like, being proactive is everything here. Essentially, we are on the hook for delivering great customer experience as an ops team, whether the customer is an internal customer or an external client. But customer experience comes from ensuring that the SLAs are met, right? And in most cases surpassed. And that will only happen if we understand where the SLAs might fail and what we have to do to be able to ensure that that risk is mitigated, right, or completely nullified. So that's where I think tools like Locale come in, right, where there is the right kind of alerting system in place, there's the right kind of alerting ladder also in place, right? So if someone's supposed to act on something and they've not actioned upon it, do I, as their manager, get called in, right? And at what time do I get called in? So the ability to set some of these rules, get the alerts flowing in the right direction, and then to be able to go back and then monitor, saying, if Amit got 100 alerts, how many of them did he action upon, and how many of them did he action upon in time? That adds a lot of measurability to the ops team's performance, right? And both, if you combine all of this, I think this could be a very interesting tool for us.